Shalom, Israel. It's your King and Shepherd coming with another message of daily edification brought to you through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All praises due. Peace and salutations, Royal House of David. Right. Let's deal with part 3 of the game. All right. The last thing I said was basically a lot of y'all, you know, especially some of you Aqua, y'all fuck shit up for yourself, man. It's because, number one, it's the toxic environment that we all grew up in. I ain't gonna say y'all, all of us. I grew up in a toxic environment you know, my mom and me and my brother, that was it. We were outcasts. You know, my dad was married or whatever. And my mom, she didn't really get with nobody other than my pops, you know what I'm saying? So, that's toxic because a young man especially needs a man and a woman in the house. This is what this fucking cracker did to cripple us. He took the man out of the house. All right. And therefore, a lot of things that I could have learned at an early age, I had to wait until I was older to get it. So I just got my mama's side of everything. And she didn't mean to do it, but she's not a man. She couldn't put manhood in me. I had to learn shit through the school of hard knocks. So, and it took a long time, you know, because when you see things one-sided, you don't get it all. And this is why this fucking cracker works so hard to make sure that black men are not involved in the lives of his children, right? That's why in the kingdom it's not going to be like that. If a man got 3 wives, 4 wives, it don't matter. He going to be involved in all these children's lives and all these women's lives, so they ain't got to go without, all right? So when it comes to a lot of men in here, a lot of y'all marriages, or, you know, some of y'all marriages or relationships don't work out because these men never had nothing put in them to show them which way to go with it. They just winging it. And a lot of you Aqua, same thing. Y'all grew up from the perspective of mama, or if the daddy wasn't up to par, if he was, you know, on alcohol or drugs or something like that, you know, that's the representation of a man that you got, and it formed you into who you are now. And if you witness, you know, domestic violence growing up and things like that, it's put something in you about men. You know, that's not the man that the Most High has for you. So when a man comes along that's not like that, it's alien to you. You know, if he tries to tell you something and you hear his voice, you don't hear him trying to protect you. You hear him trying to control you. And then that's when you go into defense mode. All right. And this is why a lot of shit is going on now. And you know, in the body with some of y'all, not all of y'all. Some of y'all are working out beautifully, man. I could name a few couples that is working out beautifully. Because, see, the scripture says, be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. But depending on how toxic your upbringing was, it's going to reflect itself in your life now when you try to be with somebody. All right, especially in this body. Because we govern everything by the scriptures. That's why, as you were learning all this time, you were supposed to be applying what you learned. All right. Let me give you an example. Let's go to Philippians chapter 4. Gonna start at verse 6. It says, be careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving let your requests be known unto the power. And the peace of the power which passeth all understanding shall keep your hearts and minds through Hamashiach Yahushai. Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report, if there be any virtue, and if there be any praise, think on these things. So do you have virtue? Do you have praise? Those things which ye have both learned and received and heard and seen in me, do. And the power of peace shall be with you. But the power of peace can't be with you if you don't have any virtue and any praise. What am I saying? All right. You're the king. You know what a lot of y'all do? Y'all cut yourself out the gate, man. The gate. Well, why did he choose me? Now, all this time, you've been praying for a king. You want a king. You made your request known unto the Most High, and he blessed you. He gave you a king. And here you go with that self-doubt and shit. Well, why did you choose me? What's so special about me? Well, he's trying to find that out. The only thing he can do now is, you know, he likes you. It's just something about you, but it takes time. Maybe in 6 months he'll be able to tell you, you know what, babe? I knew I made the right choice. It was just something about you. And since I've known you, man, you done supported me. You just make me feel like the biggest man on earth because it was time involved. But y'all want to know off the rip. Well, what about me? See, that's that bullshit. He don't know nothing about you. What have you shown him? He wants to get to know you. But see, in this old fucked up, toxic ass 2/3 environment, the only thing it can say, oh, you got a big ass, you got some big ass titties. That's shallow ass shit, man. Shallow ass shit. A man of the Lord ain't looking for that. He's looking to see what you have to offer him from your heart. He's looking to see what you have to offer him with your loyalty, with your the love that you have that you're going to form with him. That's what he's looking for. He's looking for your conversation. He's looking to see if you're going to prioritize him the way he prioritizes you. All right? When are you going to reciprocate what he does? He made the first move. He like, I want to get to know you. All right? I want to get to know you. And you want to get to know him, right? So he tries to contact you, all right? Everybody can't get everybody all the time, but if you see he called, do you call him back? Do you show that interest the way he's showing it? Do you do that? All right, that's number one. If you're doing that, then cool. All right, that shows a reciprocation. He's into you, and you're trying to learn him. But if it ain't that, then what is it then? All right, everybody needs to feel wanted in the relationship, man. Even on a virgin status. So if he gotta always contact you, all right, and then you don't reciprocate at all, what does that say to him? Oh, well, he's interested in me, but I'm not too interested in him. Well, that's the only thing to get out of it. All right. So now that that's out the way, y'all reciprocating. Now, what's the conversation like? All right. He gonna ask you things, especially these kings here. Man, what's your plan for the kingdom? What how do you see yourself? What do you see yourself doing? You know? I don't know. Well, why you don't know, man? I mean, I just read to you in Philippians, it said, whatever things are good, holy, pure, honest, think on these things. But a lot of y'all, your mind is cluttered with toxic ass shit. Why did he choose me? Well, what made you choose me? Look, man, get off of that. Let him tell you that shit later. You know? That's how you fuck your shit up, man. And then we don't want to hear that as men. We'll let you know why we chose you when we see what you about. We can't tell you, you know, exactly why. It's just something about you. Your conversation, the way, the initial conversation that you had, you know, just little small things that can't really be expounded on. It's just seeds in a relationship that haven't grown in the trees yet. All right? But you'll never get to that point. But before you even get to that, some of y'all, boop, want to bed the king. See? Want to lock him down. Well, that's based on selfishness. And then when he allows you to do that, then you take possession. Oh, okay. Well, he went for me that quick. Yeah. So he like this. He like my ass. He like this. All right. Gave him some. Right now. See, in the world, that's what works. In the world, it don't matter what you tell a damn woman. Now, look, this don't mean nothing. You know, this just, you know, we just BFFs. You know, we friends with benefits. You know, so, okay? Yeah. Cash out on them benefits and see where your ass at. She keying your car up and busting your windows out while you at work, blowing your phone up, right? Following you everywhere. I gave myself to you. You done got yourself a gorilla now, right? Look, I told you what this was. Well, I'm changing that. It's my prerogative. Now you got a goddamn psychopath, all right, on your hands. She don't remember. She remember what you said. But you meant that shit. She didn't. She's like, look, I don't give a fuck what I said. See, men are logical. Men say what they mean and mean what they say, right? Women is feelings over facts. Yes, you did say that. Yes, it was clear. Yes, I understood it. I just don't give a fuck. I gave myself to you and you are mine. And I feel like you're using me now. You use my body. See, that's the type of toxic ass bullshit, and niggas can't understand that. See, that don't go on here in the body, because I done told all these brothers, look, you better pull back. That's why they're not trying to jump your bones. All right? I've talked to these guys, man. I've told them. All right? Don't sit here, make the bone jumping later on. Don't, you know, don't do the shit out the gate. At least know some about her. At least see if there's an echo. All right? Do that. But in the end, all you know about somebody is what they show you. You know? But the thing is, as a king job is to play his position. All right? And there's a few brothers in here that I know in their relationship with their virgin. All right? I say, do you call her? Con. Do you check on her? Con. I check on her 3-4 times a week sometimes. We stay on the phone an hour and a half. That's good. That's good contact. So how's the reciprocation? Oh, no, that's cool, man. I mean, yeah, she called me back in there. Said some of them. Some? Oh, yeah, well, I called her. She called me back. It was a week later, but, you know, she busy. She got a job, whoop-de-whoop-whoop. So it's also, how often does that happen? All the time? Or now you starting to gauge it? Are you a priority to her like she is to you? Right? Does she ignore your shit? Or does she take it seriously? Right? That's how you know. Now, Aqua's job is, if she got a king that's interested and she interested in him, even if it don't go nowhere, hit him back. That might not be the king for you to be wifed up by, but that might be the king for you to edify you, all right, because you're not going to be by yourself, all right? That's part of it too. A king ain't here. They're not here to just sex you up. That's not it, man. The kings are here so that y'all will never be by yourself, all right? But here's the problem. If that virgin find out he got another virgin, y'all get jealous. You talk to her too. So, what does the scripture say? A grief and a sorrow of heart is a woman that's jealous over another woman. You know? So you hating on your sister now. What I tell y'all? The 4 pillars, right? Faith, charity, hope with sobriety, right? Well, you find out your king talking to another Aqua, he ain't done nothing with her either. He edifying both of y'all. What's wrong with that? But what do y'all do? You get fucking jealous. Get jealous as fuck. And then there goes your charity. There goes your love. There you go. Not honoring the second commandment. Love thy neighbor as yourself. That's your sister. And you get mad if you find out that he edifying her too. Ain't got nothing to do with you. That come from that bullshit. That's why I say a lot of y'all ain't gonna make it, because you got that fucking mentality. Ain't all of y'all, but it's some of y'all, right? And you wonder why your shit ain't working, because you're using 2/3 tactics trying to get a spiritual man. He not looking at you like that, all right? And then a lot of y'all beat yourselves up. A lot of y'all have confidence problems. You have self-esteem problems, all right? My ass is this, my ass too flat, my titties are saggy. All right, so what, man? They got some niggas like that. They got some brothers that like that, man. All right? Not saying that's how it's gonna be. When you get out of here, you already promised. All right. You're not gonna be the same no more. He not trying to get to know that side of you like that. He want to know that when he makes an eternal choice to be with you, did he make the right decision? And the thing is, if he's doing his part and he's playing his position, and you fuck it up, like I've seen happen, then it don't go on him. It goes on you. If that motherfucker square with you, all right, then it don't go on him. You the fuck up. And you pay the price for that. And all throughout eternity, you'll never be able to blame nobody else but yourself. All right? Just you. This is why I'm talking to y'all in this capacity that I know some of y'all sick of hearing it. I know it. Here we go again. You want to turn the motherfucking damn screen off. You know why? Only motherfucker want to do that is the one that's guilty. The one that's guilty and that exhibits these qualities. See? That's you. And guess what? Like I say, I only got about 17 more days of talking, y'all. That's it. I ain't gonna be doing this shit. Because everybody that come along, everybody that get on them chariots, I'm gonna know they was ready. Then we gonna move on to the other phase. Right? We're gonna move on to the other phase. We ain't gonna have this captivity talk no more. We're gonna have kingdom talk. Man, what? All right, this way y'all gonna live. Y'all gonna set up shop here, man. This what y'all gonna do. You know, get busy, man. We got children to have. We got schools and stuff, so we can teach our children. All right, their history. We gonna be talking about that. All right, we gonna talk about wardrobes. We gonna talk about dwelling places. All right, we gonna talk about all that type of shit. Right? We ain't gonna be sitting there talking about this toxic ass bullshit out here. But I have to do it because we're still here. And some of y'all are still allowing this shit to fuck up your future. See, the devil dragging a lot of y'all to the dirt, man. Because you can't let go of the past. Oh, you know, he I don't know why he's interested in me, and I don't know what he sees in me. It ain't, the thing is, he thought he saw something in you, but the thing is, you don't see nothing in yourself because you grew up so toxic and fucked up. You don't think you deserve, all right? You see, I'm gonna tell you something. They got people that are narcissists. They got some in here. And a narcissist is a fucked up individual. I'll tell you why. See, all right. Y'all know where I live at. It ain't no big secret. I live out here in Lancaster, California. A lot of people are like, why you move out there? It's boring as fuck. It ain't there. I'm like, yeah, that's how I like it. Because, see, I grew up with all the excitement. All right? I grew up with the gunshots surrounded on every block with gangbangers, violent ass fucking criminals. All right? Carjacking, the whole nine. I grew up with all that. I grew up with the fucking helicopter shining its light in your goddamn window every night. All right, burglar bars on the window. All right, seen motherfuckers get robbed, beat up. I done took a couple of ass whoopings my damn self living down there. All right, jumped, can't go nowhere. I always feel like you in prison. Who want to live like that? But came up out of it though. Okay, came up out of it, and now I live in boring Lancaster. I love it. But see, they got some people that they've taken hold of the toxic environment. They've taken hold of the toxic lifestyle, and they're so toxic that when you take them out of it, they don't know what to do. See, like me out here, it's quiet. If I want to, I can go out and walk around the block, don't matter what time of the night it is. Ain't nothing gonna happen. Ain't no burglar bars on my house. Got a security system on there, but ain't no burglar bars. I ain't got to look through the window looking feel like I'm in prison like I am down in the hood where I grew up at. All right? So I'm cool, but they got some people that are so toxic that if you was to move them from, say, New York or where I'm at and put them in the middle of the country, they wouldn't like it, man. Man, it's too quiet out here. Ooh, this make me uncomfortable. I don't hear nothing. So they miss the sound of the helicopter. They miss the sound of the fucking police sirens and ambulance. They miss that. They miss the uncertainty. They miss the carnage. They miss it. They got to go back to it because that's all they used to. And they got some people like that. They got some men like that, and they got some Akwaf like that. Right? That's why no matter how much peace that you supply them, it doesn't work. Because deep down, they're not used to it. They're not used to being with a man that they just come home and they cuddle up and watch TV and have a nice quiet night. They can't have that. There got to be some fighting and arguing because that's what they grew up with. They don't trust a man that they don't see no signs of him doing nothing other than what he said. He go to work, he come home. He go to work, he come home. They don't trust it. You doing something, motherfucker. He ain't doing that. But because you're used to being with men like that, you think everybody guilty. You can't trust. Baby, I ain't doing nothing. Fuck you! Fuck you! Yes, you are! I know you are! No. Baby, I ain't doing nothing. And then you keep going until you drive his ass away. Then he don't even want to look at your ass after that. Because you're toxic. See? You grew up with that shit. I can't trust nobody. You can't trust nobody, but then you want to be with somebody. But you want to be with somebody that you can't trust. Sound crazy, huh? Well, that's what it is. Now, when the motherfucker started exhibiting qualities, coming home late, ignoring your calls and all that, then, yeah, that motherfucker, he think he's slick. Yeah, you at home now. You at home now. Because that's what you're used to. But see, the insanity of this shit is not him, it's you. He's not fucked up. He's going to end up leaving your ass. But you blame everything on him that he's not doing because you think he's doing it. It's some sick shit. This is why I said it's going to take at least 20 to 25 years to weed this shit out. And we only need top-notch Akwas, top-notch princesses that are serious about this, that are going to work with their kings, all right, to make sure that this shit doesn't filter into our society. And as kings, we are going to root that shit out of your ass. First of all, Yahweh Shai is going, he's going to separate the wheat from the tare. That go with you women too. Some of you women are just tares. You pose as wheat. You're not wheat, you tares. And he's going to separate you. And the real women of the Lord are going to be the ones to come along. And y'all are going to be the ones to get left behind because you're toxic. So he's going to leave you out here with all the toxic men, all the game playing men, all the men that look at you because your ass look like a bubble and your titties is perked out. You're going to get all of that. You're going to get those men. And then they're going to take you in, and then they're going to pass you around to all of their friends when this destruction comes, all right? Because you're not going to have any rights. It's going to be the worst time in history. This is why I'm trying to talk to you. So you could change gears, whatever changes you have to make. I'm saying it's the time to do it. Because this time ain't never coming around again. Some of y'all are so untrustworthy. You don't trust a man at all. All right? You always looking for shit. Always looking for shit to fuck up. Wait for him to leave his phone down so you can rummage through it and rifle through the motherfucker. Now, like I say, it's paid off sometime because catch a nigga super duper dirty. So, that's it. Hey, it is what it is. Some of you brothers, same thing. Y'all not 100% with it. Some of y'all in here playing games, all right? But you ain't gonna fool Yahweh Shai. He knows who you are. Let me get that precept. This is... Second Timothy 2:19. Nevertheless, the foundation of power standeth sure, having this seal: the Lord knoweth them that are his, and let everyone that nameth the name of a Mashiach depart from iniquity. So if you are Akwaf, a princess, all right, you got to depart from iniquity. And if you haven't, he's going to know it. If you a brother in here, call yourself a brother and all that, hey, he knows whether or not you are with him. He knows if you faking. And the day is going to declare, right? The day is going to declare what you've been all this time. It's going to declare it. See? And if you on the wrong side, you fucked. All right? All this time you've been here, all this time you've been listening, all this time you've been taking notes, but ain't been applying it, it's going to go right down the damn toilet. See? A man and a woman in the body is an illustration of a Mashiach in his church. And when you're an Akwaf, when you're a princess or a virgin, and you got a king, and you cuss that king out, you talk to that king like he ain't shit, and all that, then you didn't just cuss Yahawashi out. Wives, obey your husbands as unto the Lord, as if he was Yahawashi himself. So, when you done mouthed off to him, cussed him out, called him a bitch ass nigga and all that, that's what you done said to Yahawashi. If you thought it in your heart, that's what you thought about Yahawashi. And he don't take too kindly to you disrespecting him like that. He don't. And he will cut your ass off. So you've disrespected your God, all right? You've disrespected your king, all right? And kings, when you disrespect or mishandle one of these virgins or one of these princesses, then guess what? You are a bad reflection of Yahawashi and the Father, because what you're saying to everybody else is, this is how the Father and Yahawashi treat those that love him and follow him. And there's a heavy penalty for that. All right? There's a heavy penalty. So, how do we get around all this? Well, it's simple. Everybody play their position, man. That's the game. If you a king, love your virgins. Love your princess. Check on them. All right? Call them. Try to be there for them. All right? But if they're not reciprocating that, if you got to find yourself always chasing them and shit, then that don't go on you. That goes on them. Right? Now, if they're reciprocating that, then you continue and see where it goes. All right? Ladies, quit just sitting on the phone and not talking about nothing. Think. Imagine. Whatever things are good. All right? Do you see this man as a husband, or do you see him as a brother? Do you see him as a friend? First of all, you got to be friends first. Friends make the best unions, because you're friends first. This is what the world don't do. The world fuck first and ask questions later. All right? When you in this body, this is an eternal union. This ain't never supposed to end. But if it is, then God wasn't, the Most High wasn't in it, man. So this is a choice for y'all to make. But I want to give you the blueprints, because it don't look like some of y'all know which way is up, man. It don't look like some of y'all know which way is up. All right? And children cannot thrive in an environment like that. They can't. So our goal, once we get out of here, we're going to round you ladies up, all of y'all that make it, and we're going to love y'all children like they're our own. And we're going to finish them off to their adults. We're going to teach them. We're going to love them. And we're going to make sure that they're finished being raised in the fear and admonition of the Lord. And then when the next batch comes, the next newborns, the next little fat babies, then them are going to be grown up from birth, not knowing what it's like to be out here. Then we'll be on the way. But we got to get to that. And you ladies that's interested in that, you want to change the way you think of the bullshit that you're doing, man. Or else you ain't going to be there. You're going to be raising your kids out here in this fucking cesspool. And you're going to be doing it for the next 1,000 years. All right? So, the choice is yours. Kings and princesses. Do the right thing. Play your position. That's all I got for the game. Time to push on from this. I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh Bashem Mashiach Yahawashi, Royal House of David. I pray that you was edified. All right? We're going to move on to the next one. All right? See y'all on the flip side. KD out. Shalom.